iOS 6 is finally here, and while it's packed with features, only a couple are truly big changes over iOS 5. I'm Jason Parker for CNET, and this is a first look at iOS 6. Amidst the fanfare of last week's iPhone 5 announcement, Scott Forstall ran through the new iOS 6 features that we had previously seen at the Worldwide Developers Conference in June. There was not much more to tell at the latest event, but I'll run through some of the major changes here. Siri, what one might call the voice of iOS 6, now does a little more than it did in the past. One new feature is the ability to launch apps. Let's try it out with Netflix. Siri, launch Netflix. And there it is. But you'll also be able to access other third-party services fed by Yahoo. Let's try getting the latest sports scores. Siri, what's the latest score for the 49er game?
San Francisco defeated Detroit by a score of 27-19 yesterday.
Next, navigation. Probably the biggest change to the iOS is the new Maps app that replaces Google's offering, which had been on the device since the first iPhone. The most talked about new feature here is the turn-by-turn directions with voice.
Starting route to Pier 41. Head southwest on Howard Street.
What's great about it is if you have your iPhone mounted on your dashboard, you can also have a 3D view to guide your journey. Another feature that's more for wow factor than it is practical is the flyover view. On the iPhone 4S, you get a high frame rate as you swipe to view the map and even rotate with a two-finger twist. No doubt it is gorgeous, but the question is, besides showing off your iPhone, how many practical uses does it really have? And now Facebook integration. Twitter integration was already a part of the operating system in iOS 5, and now you'll have a similar experience with Facebook. From the photo library, I can touch the Share button, choose Facebook from the new sharing layout in iOS 6, optionally add text and a location, and touch the Post button. That's it. Part of the new Twitter and Facebook integration in iOS 6 also means you can post directly from the notification center. Simply swipe down from the top and you'll see new buttons for tweeting or posting to Facebook front and center. Next, shared photo streams. With iOS 6, you can share a stream of photos with friends and family in only a couple of steps. Simply go to the Photos app, hit Edit to select the photos you want to share, then touch the Share button. All you have to do from here is touch Photo Stream, then select who you want to share the photos with. Your recipients will receive an email, then be able to view the photos in the Photos app on iOS 6 or iPhoto on the Mac. Non-Apple device users can look at the photos in a web browser. Another useful new feature is the new phone controls. Now when someone calls you and it's a place you can't answer, you can swipe up for on-screen controls to quickly reply via text or remind yourself to call back later. You can choose from a few canned responses from Apple, or send a custom message. Next, included in the Camera app is a feature that's only available on the iPhone 4S, iPhone 5, the latest iPad, and the new iPod Touch. You'll now be able to take a panoramic picture up to 240 degrees with one sweeping motion. What results is a mostly seamless panorama. There are plenty of other new features in the latest iOS, but in the interest of time, here are a few highlights. There's also the VIP list in the Mail app that makes it so you can get notifications from the important people you choose. New features in Safari offer full-screen landscape views and iCloud tabs that let you share tabs across devices. And don't forget about Passbook, which lets you purchase tickets through apps, then use your iPhone for a quick code scan at the venue. With over 200 new features, this update comes packed with new things to play with and useful stuff that every iOS device owner will appreciate. But it's true there's not a lot here that hasn't been seen before on other phones. But something I've noticed is that Apple has a way of implementing a feature just right, making it both easy to use and efficient, and that's true for many of the features I've talked about in this video. I'm Jason Parker for CNET, and this has been a first look at iOS 6. Thanks for watching, everybody.